Hey, what's going on live? With Marriage101 with the Gilliards. We actually come on and tune in. This is a subject today. May be kind of touchy for some people, but I think it will help encourage people and some people to understand exactly what abuse is. We're going to be talking about three different parts of abuse, and that's physical, mental, and emotional. Well, come on, tune in. Marriage 101 with the Gilliard. Like I say, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then as y'all come on, you come with the questions and everything. I'm gonna try to stop saying so much. I had a couple of comments to say, well, he say all the time. I guess since we're in front of the camera, I guess it just come out. But there's three different types of abuse. First one is physical. A lot of times people deal in physical abuse and sometimes don't even know how to get out of it. I guess I can't help it with that. The physical abuse sometimes, it is not always got to be the female, which a lot of times that's the case, what the case may be. But sometimes females abuse males. So we want people to tune in and come on and come in with us as we talk about this subject. We got some other stuff that we're going to be talking about. Physical abuse. A lot of times when you have males that do abuse their girlfriend or their wife, a lot of times they saw their mother being abused, and sometimes as they see it so much, they think that it's okay or that's the norm. But knows that it's not the norm, and if a man can put his hands on you, that's not love. Because love is that person's going to cherish you. That person's going to treat you how you need to be treated. Any man that beats on a woman, to me, he's a coward. So if you're out there and you then did that, get it right, man. Get yourself some help, because there's some deep down things that's in you that cause you to do like that. I've been always taught. I'm sorry. I was always taught, you know what I mean, don't put your hand on no female. I've been in certain occasions, female slapped me in my face. But because of what I've been taught, I just, you know what I mean, I restrained myself. I walked away from it. But I never put my hand on any of the women that I ever dated, even before my wife. I never put my hand on any of them. Even if you're upset where you feel like you about to put your hand on a female, leave out of the situation. I don't think it's never okay for you to hit a female. Some people might don't agree with me, but that's how I feel. So from a woman's point of view, what do you think about a male that's abusing a woman?
From a woman's perspective, what I can say is that you have to look at how he treats the women around him, how he treats his mothers, what is the relationship, not treat, but what is the relationship like with his mother's sisters or the females that are around him and everything like that. So if those relationships aren't good, that's a number one sign to where, like, red flag, that's a red flag, because 9 times out of 10, he's not going to treat you right, or either it can be an abusive relationship or whatever. And then just watch little things. Watch how if small things tick them off, or just like you think something's minute or something could be out of place, and then it's like a big old, like he just blows up, or the person blows up. I'm not even going to say he, but if the spouse or whatever blows up, then watch that. Those are quick signs. Those are major red flags and signs that you should pay attention to. And even if you didn't see the signs, because a lot of times the things can be tricky. Even if you didn't see the signs, and then all of a sudden this person changed behind closed doors, speak up. And sometimes it's not easy to say certain things to people or talk about a situation like that. It's not your fault if you do end up in that type of situation. A lot of times women or the person end up blaming themselves, like, oh, it's my fault, well, I need to change this. There's nothing wrong with you and for that you have to change, because no one should be treated in such a manner. As far as physical abuse, you should not be treated like that, because we're human. We're going to do certain things. So if what I do to you make you want to hit me, then you need the help. It's not that the person needs the help, then that person needs the help. So that's the part I have to say about the physical abuse.
Yeah. And then when you're say you dating somebody and you're trying to, is other signs that you can kind of, that you can watch. If they real clingy to you, really don't want you to be around your family, and every time you maybe around some of your girlfriends, he always in the midst. Sometimes that's a lot of times the sure signs that controlling and stuff like that. All that starts off with abuse. So you got to be very careful and watch the signs. You know what I mean? If you're dating somebody and they're hitting on you, you know what I mean? A lot of times you see where the first time you do it, say, oh, I ain't gonna do it again, and then you end up getting hit again. And there's so much times where you see all over social media and the news where young ladies are being killed. They report it to the police, and sometimes it gets shunned away, and then before you know it, you're losing somebody to domestic violence. So this is a serious thing, but please watch the signs. Yeah. And even I'm gonna help the males out a little bit. Even if you dealing with a female and she kind of light-handed, slapping you, and you know what I mean, those type of things you need to stay away from, because men can be abused too. Usually you don't hear too much about it, but it does happen, and a lot of times the men ain't gonna really say nothing, because that kind of may make them feel less than a man. Hey, I'm this woman hitting on me or whatever. And sometimes you don't want to put your hands on them, so you just keep taking the abuse. Get out of that, you know what I mean? So it's vice versa with far as physical abuse. And a lot of times we see in marriages, you think when you hear abuse, all you think of is the physical part, but it can be also mental abuse. When your spouse is always putting you down, telling you ain't nothing, you can't have nothing, I'm the only one that gonna ever love you. All that right there is signs of abuse. Because it always gotta be somebody putting their hands on you. Verbally, they can abuse you. And you see that a lot of times when men do that. Even women sometimes put their spouse down with abuse. So those are kind of stuff you kind of gotta watch out for. And if you're married, your wife shouldn't verbally abuse you, nor should the husband verbally abuse their wife. And if these things are happening, you know what I mean, get help, you know what I mean, seek counseling, because a lot of times hurt people. Yeah. So if they're dealing with some things, and maybe in their past where some things that they've been going through and don't really know how to express themselves, or maybe they've been getting put down all their lives, so then they begin to do it to you, and then you see it being done to your kids if you have any. So if this is going on, definitely get help, because you see it so much where with the physical and mental abuse. So have you seen a change in your husband or your wife, and now they're being verbally abusive and stuff like that? Seek counseling. I don't think nobody deserves to get abused. Now, mentally, physically, all verbally. So watch out for the signs and stuff like that. And like I say, if you're seeing yourself doing that, get help. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't always recognize when we're doing something to somebody, but when your wife or husband bringing it out and saying you always down talking me, you always verbally abusing me. If you really love that person, you're gonna seek that help that you need. You're gonna seek that counseling, to get what you need to have a healthy marriage. Because abuse is not going to be healthy in a marriage. That's mentally, physically, all verbally. And so just watch the signs, and verbally and mentally kind of hand in hand. Because a lot of times when you keep being put down, it starts to get in your head like, you know what? Maybe I can't have nobody else. Maybe this is the best thing for me. And then you notice that it gets worse and worse, and then before then you don't have no self-esteem, and the person can treat you any kind of how, and then you just accept it because you feel like this is all that I can have. So like I say, if you're doing this or you are getting treated that way, seek help. Just don't allow it to continue to go on, because it's not love. It's not love. Because if you love someone and like, this is my queen, I'm gonna treat her like a queen so that I can get treated like a king. So if I'm treating her, you give your queen the best. So just think on that. Give your queen the best. So if, like I say, if you're dealing in that, either way, you know what I mean, seek help. Really seek help, because it's not healthy for a relationship, and it's not healthy for an individual on an individual level. Yeah.
The best example that I could probably give as far as mental or emotional verbal abuse basically is like, say if your spouse is down and out at the moment, like they lost their job, you keep kind of, our situation, I could give our example. We never went through physical, emotional, or verbal abuse, but it was times when we first got married, we went through financial hardship. We went through a lot, and we kept having to move and everything else like that. So at those times, I could have easily went and be like, you ain't never gonna do nothing, you never gonna amount to nothing, you a sorry man, you a sorry husband, and everything else like that. I could have easily went there. But that's not what I wanted to do, because why am I going to kick my spouse down, the person who I say I love, who got my heart, the person like that? Why would I want to knock them down even more when they're already down? As a man wants to provide for their household. A man wants to take care of it. A man wants to make sure that nothing goes lacking. So at the moment when they're down and out, why would I want to say, hey, you ain't nothing, you always doing this is that, or whatever, you a sorry excuse for a man? Why would I want to do that? That's a type of abuse at the moment. You don't knock them when they're down. You're supposed to pick them up. You're supposed to let them know, hey, listen, we gonna get through this together. We are seriously gonna get through this together. Be their encouragement, be their peace. Because at that moment, they are in turmoil, because their demeanor and what they want to do is to provide. So at that moment when they can't provide, don't be there trying to knock them down, because a lot of times women can get good for that, because they feel like, or if they had an example of a man like their father, or my father did this, my father did that, but once they get to a husband and that husband can't provide the way that their father did, we have a tendency to knock down that person, because you do have an example. But at that moment, you have to realize, this is not my father. This is just a moment in time. This is just a little snippet of my life. I'm not going to knock you down even more. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to pray with you. So we have to really watch those, because it could, certain situation bring out a certain thing in people, certain things in people. So that's my thing. You have to really be careful. At their weakest moment, you can really say some things, and you don't realize you say them, because at the moment you're mad. Mm-hmm. At the moment, and not saying that it's not a valid feeling, but at the moment you're mad. It's like, well, why I'm mad? You know, you go through certain things in your head, so you're gonna say certain things. But if he been providing all that long, and then just one little thing happened, why not be their peace? Why not be their comforter at the moment that they need you. Don't knock them down even more.
And Alfred said, which he bring up a good point. He said it's really about them wanting to be in control, and that's a dangerous mode to be in, and it's not of God.
That's true.
And God should be the control our lives, for one. But even being controlling can be a sign of abuse too, where you got to tell them you going this. I mean, it's all in communication of you. But when it gets to where you got to ask as a grown woman or something, oh, can I go to the grocery store and stuff like that, or can I watch TV? Sometimes it be that bad where it's very controlling and stuff like that, and all that is signs of abuse. And like I said, God should be in control of our lives. So if we allow God to be in control of our lives, and we're trying to live for God, then we wouldn't even be putting our hands on male or female. So
that's one of the things. Yeah.
So like I was saying, if you like, and I'm keep repeating this because it may be somebody on there that's dealing with this. Please seek some kind of counseling and get some kind of help, and because you never know what they've been through when they were younger and stuff like that, and they never dealt with those issues that they may have been going through. Because back in the days, a lot of times the husbands would hit on their wives, but the wives been always taught to stand by their husbands, so they get smacked up all the time and still continue to be that wife and stuff like that for that husband. But that's not a way to live where somebody is beating on you, or verbally abusing you, or mentally abusing you. So like I say, seek help. If it's you or you're dealing with it, seek help.
You got anything?
No.
Somebody else say something?
No, I don't got no questions over here. So we're not gonna really drag out the time. We thank everybody for tuning in. Yeah.
At what age do you think?
Oh, we got a question.
Yeah, we have a question. It says, at what age do you think parents should talk to their kids about what is abuse, because small kids are bullying kids?
I say
when they come to when they. That's right, Brother Dennison. When they come to the age of understanding, I mean,
I guess when once they get in school, and they're even if they're in preschool, they're able to talk and stuff like that. I think that's a good time to really kind of tell them how they're supposed to be treated and stuff like that. Because a lot of times, like you say, that bullying thing it starts at an early age. But I think like 3, 4. You can kind of start explaining to them what it is, and then the older they get, then the more you can elaborate on it. But as soon as they get good understanding and stuff like that, I think it's time to tell them. So definitely then.
Yeah, just even at like preschool age, just let them know if somebody hitting up on you, that's not right, and you shouldn't be hitting up on people. It's just basically the age of understanding. Kind of put it down to their level, basically. And
it's kind of different now, because like when we've been coming up, and somebody hit you, you've been taught. Somebody put their hand on you, you better hit them back. So bullying is like different now, because if somebody was bullying you, after a while you're gonna stand up to that person, and now it's just like the more it happens, it seems like the more damage that individual or that child do to themselves. Somebody got a question.
Philip Lance said, are there still good men that treat women the old time way? I'm not sure.
Chivalry.
I'm not sure. Maybe there are. We in a whole different generation, a whole new time era in life right now. So we probably still have some men that treat women the old time way with opening doors and just sending little things.
But you know, when she said that, you know, like for a lot of time as men, you know, when we first start dating a girl or we like them, we do everything we can to make them feel good. Like I can even say for myself, I probably would have opened the door for you. Like now
you ain't never opened the door
when we first started.
No, you didn't.
Oh well, see, I ain't never started it so well. I just thought I did, but you know how sometimes we'll open the door and do all that, and then after you done got them,
you quit.
You stop doing all this stuff. But I think it's still some good men out there. You know what I mean? I know a lot of times you hear females say all the good men are married. So,
yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah,
but it's not. Not all good. And there's some. I'm gonna say there are still some out there. It's just you got to find the right person because people are looking for a specific thing. And they have this checklist. Sometimes you got to go outside of your checklist in order to get that good thing that you want. Because you never know. The thing that you think that like, they're going to turn off, that be the same person who would treat you like a queen. I promise you. Or treat you like a king. Sometimes you got to do a little different. You got to go outside of what you expect out of a person sometimes. Like a lot of us go off of looks. Sometimes they may not look how you want them, but that's that person exactly for you. Yeah, Rika, I see that. You say your husband a good one. Thumbs up.
Alpha said he'll open the door to let him in, but he ain't opening it. He said he ain't opening the door to let him out. But we just living in a different time now, man.
We are.
But one of the things where a male will respect you and do those things, you gotta respect yourself. And a lot of times we got young ladies and even older females that they ain't respecting themselves. So of course, if you ain't respecting yourself, you're not gonna get that respect from that man.
Yeah.
If you're just, you know what I mean, showing him everything before he even, you know what I'm saying, make any commitment, then that's it. So you got a lot of times now where females wearing things that show everything. Ain't nothing to imagine anything because it's all right there in front of you. So if it's like that, then I done seen everything you got. So after I get that, then I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened a lot of times now. So that's why it may seem like it's all the men ain't no good. They're just for one thing. But you got to respect yourself, and once you respect yourself, and you will get that respect from that man. So just our young ladies, just look out for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't always respect yourself.
Yeah.
Teach people how to treat you.
Yeah, you do have to teach people how to treat you. Philip Lance, are there still some good women that love you for you? They could be. You just have to find the right person. There could be somebody. You just got to find them. That person is right there. It's just finding the person at the right time. Any more questions? Any more questions? You got questions over there?
Oh, no. And kind of, she was talking about earlier. It's getting hot. About how females, they got this checklist and stuff like that.
Men do too.
Yeah,
men do too.
Always, have the standards of what you expect, but sometimes you looking for a Superman, a perfect man. That all of us gonna have some type of even females. We all gonna have some kind of ism or schism about us. But it's like you set your standard, and then you look for that male, or that female. But all, you know what I'm saying, once you set your standards, know that it's going to be, maybe he ain't all of this, but I can deal with this. For instance, just say, for instance, if you want a man that own his own business, and he might don't own his own business, but he managing somebody else's business. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, it gotta be some compromises in there when you're looking for that special one.
Well, I could say this. He said I never told him this, but I wasn't attracted to my husband at first. His looks wise, because we gonna go off the eyes first. Looks wise, I was like, no.
You said I'm ugly, dude?
You're not ugly, but you just wasn't what I was looking for. Like I said, everybody got a specific thing that they looking for. So to me, when I first met him, I was like, no, like, this is not what?
She the first girl in history. I've been in high school. I've been a pimp.
Because you was on the football team.
When I was in high school,
there's
been a lot of females used to tell me I've been a handsome dude.
Because
so
I don't know what she talking about. I don't even care.
I've been a handsome dude. I'm a Gilliard, baby.
But anyway, I wasn't attracted to him physically. It was how he treated me. Like, I could have really tell my husband everything before we even became girlfriend and boyfriend. I could talk to him about any and everything, some secrets that only he knew, and I never heard it back out in the streets. And that's what attracted me to him. His conversation, his friendship attracted me to him. So, and I'm glad I got attracted, because that's my honey right there.
See, that called me ugly, y'all.
I did not call you ugly. I didn't call you ugly. But he treats me well. He treats me like, oh gosh, I really appreciate you. The way that you treat me. Because I never thought I was going to get that. But I do appreciate you and how you treated me. And just being my best friend. And he's an awesome dad and everything. So, I love you.
Yeah. But listen, I ain't like that. When you say you wasn't attracted to somebody, that make you see like the person is ugly.
No. You're not ugly.
I know I ain't ugly, but I'm just saying. Y'all feedback on this. If somebody say, I ain't been attracted to you, that's saying they been ugly.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I do not agree with that. Because everybody, like I said, everybody got a certain look that they want in a person that they're going to date. Everybody be like, oh, they want them tall, dark, handsome, all this other stuff like that. They got certain features that they want in a man. He wasn't it. He too short for me. But I love him now. He was too short. He's a bigger guy. He's husky. I didn't, I wasn't looking for that. But my big teddy bear, I love my big teddy bear. I love my big teddy bear.
Man, I've been in high school, man. I've been fit, lit. But,
I love my big teddy bear.
But, yeah, man. So,
I don't know why he feel like it's about him being ugly. It wasn't that he wasn't ugly. I just wasn't looking for that. So you have to go outside of what you really think.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. So if it's not no more questions,
we're gonna cut it.
Yeah, but we thank everybody so far for liking our page, viewing our page, sharing our page. Our first video already at 2,000 and something.
Thank you, Rika. Sorry.
Thank you, Rika.
Rika said I felt the same way about my husband. Thank you, Rika. Thank you.
So Rika, you saying your husband? I feel like you're saying he was ugly. You know what I'm saying? When you say you wasn't attracted to him, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. My man's out there. What y'all think about that?
Rika, please chime in on this one, because he tried to say we calling our husband ugly. We're not saying that. It's just that what you think that you want sometimes might be what you need. Like a lot of people do. You try to tell me physically I was what you wanted?
But you know what? Us men, we just look at if you got a nice looking face, butt and chest, and we good to go. I'm just being honest. And then we think about personality later. We making sure the face look all right, and you got a little shape and stuff, and then we good to go. And then we'll worry about personality.
And that's why y'all get stuck with some crazy. You better start looking at something else.
Yeah.
Alfred said something.
Alfred said something.
Alfred said she called you ugly, brother.
No.
Thank you. Hey, that's how I feel, Alfred. But when you say you're attractive, you know, for a male, we think you saying, shoot, you ugly, dude. But it's all good.
She said he isn't ugly. She just wasn't used to dating dark-skinned guys. So it's different features. Thank you, Rika.
Of course, the female's gonna agree with each other.
We're not gonna go to this.
Yeah,
we're not gonna agree. But anyway,
once again,
we're gonna cut it.
Somebody said something. Once again, we thank y'all for tuning in. Like I was saying, the first video that hit 2,000 views, and I think the second video is close to 2,000 views. We got our YouTube page, and listen, on our YouTube page, we're gonna start doing some things outside of what we are doing for Instagram and for Facebook. We're gonna start doing going out in the streets and may interview some people on our YouTube page. May have some pranks in there. But we want you to subscribe to our YouTube page. And listen, what we're going to do for the month of February.
Valentine's. We're going to do a giveaway. So you're going to be able to get a Valentine's Day on us.
Yeah.
So we're going to do like a $50 gift card to whatever restaurant. And then we're going to do, I was thinking also do like a $25 gas card. So that way you don't have to worry about no money coming out your pocket. Unless you're going to get a hotel room. So,
the only way that you can get that, you gotta subscribe to our YouTube page. Share our YouTube
and subscribe.
page.
And the more people that you get to like, share, and subscribe, give you more of a chance to win. So, if you want to win that Valentine's Day giveaway, like, share, subscribe, and tell everybody else. And the more people that you tell, let them Tell them to let us know. Sorry. Tell them to let us know that you were the one to send them to like, share, and subscribe to our pages.
Yeah.
So,
somebody
like, share, subscribe, and be married. Huh?
Be married.
No, Jackie said be married. So, that's the way we're going to do. We'll give you more details about the Valentine's giveaway soon. See ya.